Hello, everyone. Welcome to another building live stream. Today, I will be finishing the Lego Marvel Sanctum Sanctorum, or at least trying to. Zavi.com was kind enough to send this set to me for free, and you can actually save 10% off all select Lego products on their website 4 months and older if you use code MAT at checkout. Be sure to click the affiliate link down below if you want to support what I do. You can also save 20% off all clothing and get your discounts, people. Get your discounts. But I just want to say hello to you all. So, hello, Kevin. Hope you're doing well. I know you were in here earlier. So, I hope you're stopping by again. If you're watching this on the replay, I appreciate you very, very much. So, thank you for stopping by. Let's get to work. We have quite a bit already completed. In our last live stream, I was able to make it up to bag 13, not including. We're starting with bag 13 today. So it's very exciting. It's a beautiful set. I love it to pieces. We're live today not only on YouTube, but over on TikTok. So I want to shout out everybody for TikTok. Hello. What's up? Satrid Bricks. Not Sacred. Satrid Bricks. Hello. So is this the replay? No, you're watching live over on TikTok as well. And if you're on YouTube, you're live here as well. So I would love for the TikTok folks to hop on YouTube. We got a dual camera setup over here. We're having fun. Let's get this party started. Like I said, I'm hoping to finish this today. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. It would be great if we could. It'd be really great if we could. All right. Starting with bag 13. Bag 13. I'm already knocking things over. Our lamppost is falling over here on the back. Let's push this out of the way just a little bit. Make enough room for our parts coming in here. Perfect. Feel free to ask any questions you would like, whether on TikTok or YouTube. I'll be answering all of your questions as we go throughout the stream here. Looks like we're going to be building Wanda very shortly. She's this minifigure. She's the minifigure included in this pack. Perfect. What's up, LCM Creations? Hello. What software are you using for streaming? I am using StreamYard over on YouTube and on TikTok. I'm just kind of chilling with the folks on TikTok Live. So I'm also, in terms of my setup, using a GoPro to film this side camera. I'm using a Nikon Z6 to film the front, and then a HyperX Quadcast S microphone on the side. I have an iPhone XS that I'm filming with TikTok. What are you building? Oliver, I am building the Lego Marvel Sanctum Sanctorum. What's up, Roblox Gamer? Hello. Rubrics. How am I doing today? I'm doing great. All right. Let's do this thing. I keep knocking things over on the Sanctum as I'm starting here because there are so many minifigures. Actually, maybe we should take the minifigures off. Yeah, that's probably wise. Already dropping things. It wouldn't be a Matt Mellish live stream unless I was dropping things. We might have to retrieve that later. I have an Iron Man repulsor that fell, and I'm dropping Wanda's head. Oh no. Over on TikTok, Jace, Lego, and Bricks. Matt Mellish. My mom said if I hit 4,000 followers on my TikTok, I can buy the Sanctum. Oh no. Well, I guess go follow JS Lego or Jace Lego. I don't know which one it is. And Bricks, so that his mom will buy him the Sanctum. I'm not sure if that's valid or not. We don't know the legitimacy of that challenge, but thanks for stopping by, dude. Over on YouTube, Cedarid Bricks. Hello here also. He came over to YouTube. He's on TikTok as well. Thank you, dude. Thanks for stopping by on the YouTube. If you're over on TikTok, we are live on both platforms. Obviously, TikTok is my primary platform. I have over 732,000 followers there, which I'm super grateful for. But trying to get the YouTube up and running as well. Man, I keep dropping things all over the place. It's that kind of day. Matt has the oopsies. Ugh. There we go. We have our Wanda. Which is not as detailed. Let me see. Do I have her here? Yeah. Not as detailed as the CMF, as the collectible minifigure. Show the folks on TikTok as well. Unfortunately, this is a much better figure. The CMF is a much better figure. Has leg printing. The printing is definitely more detailed, just in general. This is the CMF. This is the set. Yeah. It's one of those things. That's okay. I don't think this set is really meant for the figures itself. I think the set, I mean, yes, the figures are a bonus, sure. But the set really is for the set. It's a beautiful set. And I'm not even done with it. It's sitting on my shelf for so long, for the past few months. And that's terrible to say. I'm so far behind on building not only this set, but all the other stuff in my backlog. And it's that time. It's that time of the year where it's time to get caught up. Wherever we left off in 2022, it's time to really put it into high gear and get everything caught up in 2023 for whatever we're behind with. And it's already through the first month. Crazy that we're already through January and it's now February. Crazy. Time flies, guys. Time absolutely flies. Your name is very hard to say because I want to say Sacred, but that's obviously a very popular YouTuber in the LEGO community. Man, I haven't gotten any I think you met 2023 sets yet. I haven't gotten very many as well. I'm still looking for some. I haven't been able to find certain ones. I'm definitely wanting to pick up the TIE Bomber and the 501st Battle Pack. Very excited for this too. Jack Skywalker, hello! Welcome. Thanks for checking out the YouTube. Also, back over to TikTok. We have Josh asking what I'm building. I'm building the Sanctum Sanctorum. For those of you who don't know, which Marvel set do you recommend the most? Depends how much money you have. For Marvel set recommendations. We could go different ways with that. If you have the money and you really want a nice display set, you like modular buildings, obviously this beautiful Sanctum Sanctorum is going to be the way to go. If you maybe have a little less, but you still want a nice display set, I think you could find a good deal on the Benatar, aka the Orange Guardian ship. Probably find a good deal on that somewhere. It's not as much. I believe it starts at 150 if you can't find it on sale. You might have to wait until double VIP at the LEGO store, or you go to Zabby.com and save 10% off of it, because it is one of those LEGO sets that is 4 months or older that you can save, or no, I'm sorry, not 20%, 10% off. 10% off using code Matt. I'm using the wrong piece here. We don't want a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A 1 by 12. We want a 1 by 10. There we go. If you're looking for cheaper Marvel sets, even cheaper than maybe you have less than $100. Let me think here. Maybe the new Hulkbuster. The new Hulkbuster is a great set. Not one that I own yet, but it looks very cool. It's hard for me to recommend things that I haven't had in my hand, though, because I don't want to be telling you guys the wrong thing. But from what I've heard from other folks, from what I've seen online, from the reviews that I've watched, it's a pretty good one. It's a pretty cool one. Right now, we're actually putting the side panels on this window area over here. Folks over at TikTok are asking how I am today. Lego Builds and Creations is asking. I'm doing great. It's always a great day when I'm building Lego and hanging with you guys. So if you have any questions, feel free to throw them in the chat. I'm live on both YouTube and TikTok. So thanks, guys, for hanging out with me for a bit here. I'm not sure how long I'll be live. I do know that I would love to be done by around like 8 o'clock. But who knows? When I'm talking with you, when we're building live here, it's hard to tell. It's the wrong piece. I keep getting my 1x10s, 1x12s, 1x8s mixed up. No, not that one. This one. Goodness gracious. Any tips for mocks? Asks Sadrid Bricks. Any tips for mocks? So I unfortunately don't do as many mock creations as I would like, being that I end up building a lot more sets and putting my time into that than I do for mocks. And so I have a huge parts collection, or what I feel is a rather large parts collection. It feels huge when I'm sorting through it. But if I had more time, I would love to do more mocks. I have an art background. I majored in graphic design in college. And I've always loved art, and I feel that Lego mock building is three-dimensional artwork to some extent. And so what I think with mocks when you're starting is to begin small. Have an idea, get a good idea for a mock that's small, that you can finish, that you know you can dedicate yourself to and complete. So that you aren't working on the same thing forever and getting disgruntled by it. I have that problem. I have big ideas, big plans. I have a huge Lego mountain sitting in my room back at home that I was never able to finish. And it's a bit saddening, but at some point, I'm probably going to take it apart and it probably won't be finished, unfortunately. It's just one of those things. I do potentially need a brick separator at some point here. I don't have as long of nails as I would like to be able to use my fingers as a brick separator, so might have to get a brick separator out here in a bit. We also have the Plastic Stud over on YouTube. Hello and welcome. Gentian Kedriu. I'm sorry, guys. If I'm butchering your names, folks, I apologize. How many pieces do you think you have broken in all of your Lego sets? Broken? Not as many as probably some of you out there. Because my sets that contain older parts, like brittle brown and dark red, those ones, of course, are the ones that are notorious for breaking because for some reason, the color mixed with the mold, whatever chemicals were at play, made the quality of the Lego less durable over time, unfortunately. So I don't really know how many I've broken because I don't really take my sets apart as often as maybe other people do. But if I ever do build a mock, I'm getting reminders. Sorry, guys. If I ever do get a mock, if I ever do make a mock with those colors, I'm sure that I would break more. I do have a Venator sitting in my closet right now, ready to be rebuilt because it's a bit dusty. I got it from a friend who gave it to me for a great price, and it needs to be fixed up. It needs to be torn apart, and some of the parts need to be replaced. Some of the parts probably are missing. So once I rebuild that set, I'm sure that I will be breaking some because there is quite a bit dark red in that. Do you own the Bugle too? I do technically own the Daily Bugle. It was one of those sets that I got for a really great price. I got it from a live auction. And my goal was to resell it. Not that I'm really big into reselling Lego, but hey, a man's got to make a couple extra bucks here and there. So if you follow me on TikTok or Instagram, or I might have even posted a YouTube short of it, I show in that video getting the Daily Bugle and verifying that all the pieces are there because the box is already kind of in bad condition. So a part of me, of course, wants to build the set, but part of me wants to be disciplined. Forgot to take Spidey off there. Part of me wants to be disciplined and resell it as I had intended to from the start. But it is a beautiful set, and it would go so well next to this. So I don't know. Jack Skywalker. I don't know. Shout out to the folks who are still watching on TikTok. I am currently live on YouTube if you want to come over here and check out the fun that we're having. What's up, Lars? Let's take a question from TikTok or a comment in general. Caitlin recently built the Disney Castle. That's a set that I have that I really need to build. I'm really looking forward to it. Some sets you just need to wait for the right time for. You just need to. It's like a fine wine or a chocolate bar that you get for Christmas or Easter. You want to wait. You want to savor it. But then you don't wait too long because what ends up happening is it might not be as delectable. That's a fun word. Delectable. If you wait too long for it. So I don't want to wait too long for certain sets. I have some larger UCS sets. I have the Disney Castle. There's so much fun in store, but a part of me is nervous to build all these larger sets because if someday I move out of this apartment, which I will, it's just not if, but when, I want to make sure I'm doing it as easily as possible. And with moving UCS sets and Disney castles and just large Lego items, makes it quite hard. I'm definitely, after I move out of this apartment, going to need a U-Haul. I'm going to need some sort of moving van. Let's take another question from TikTok. From Galaxy Girl, how much process do you have? How much process do you? I think you mean how many parts do I have? I'm guessing. In terms of my Lego parts collection, if that's the question you're asking, I have quite a bit. Probably more than one would need. But my problem has always been in terms of mock building. When I do have time to build a mock, that I fear I'm not going to have the right parts. That's always my complaint. I don't have enough pieces, and I want to make sure that I do if I'm going to build something specific that I need certain part for, or a lot of one color at least. Because I've ran into that situation before. I guess a better way to do it, someone had asked earlier, do you have any mock building advice? I think it's to use the parts that you have and to not feel like restricted and to instead get creative. I'm working on getting better at that. Jack Skywalker over on YouTube says, Matt, a couple weeks ago, I met Talon Orcish Bricks at Brickfest. Dude, that's amazing. That's awesome. I know that Atlanta BrickCon over in Georgia, or down in Georgia, from where I live, is happening now. So I hope folks are having fun. But it's always great to meet friends and other LEGO fans in this community. That's amazing. That's amazing. I hope you had fun. I hope you had fun. It is interesting when you meet people in real life, IRL, from online, because you never know what to expect. You never know if they're going to be the same way they act online. You know, it's hard because kind of have a perception of who someone is from their account, and you hope that they're the same if you're friends. They're the same in real life. But it's also hard to envision because sometimes you just see chat messages and you don't really get to talk one-on-one. Lars says, sorry if it's hard to understand. I am Dutch from the Netherlands. All good, my friend. All good. He asks, why don't you build the bugle? Because like you said, it would look really great next to the Sanctum. I have a spatial issue in terms of the Lego that I have. Not that that's what's holding me back. That's kind of in the back of my head, my excuse, because I bought it with the intention of selling it because I got it for such a great price, so that when it retires, I know that I could make quite a significant return on that investment. But you have to weigh that versus the joy of keeping it, of building it. And I wonder how much, if that set is worth $600 when it retires. I think it sells for $350. I got it for I think below 200 or maybe 190. That's a pretty significant profit margin. So you have to weigh the cost and benefit. Like the Disney Castle and the Disney Train, I have both of those sets still sealed, but I bought those with the intention of keeping them specifically. Did I build the wrong thing here? Yep. Oopsie-daisies. Oopsie-daisies. I'm building the wrong thing. I had forgotten there's a part of this build where copied the same lining going down the side, and I missed some of those. How was meeting Padawan Archer at Brick, Virginia 2022? So I actually met John and Aaron before then at Brick World Chicago, and they were awesome. They were a lot of fun to talk to and to hang out with. I'm hoping to see them again soon. Again in Chicago. I'm looking forward to meeting everyone, seeing everyone again. It's about that time of year during the winter months when you want to hang out with friends. It's cold, dreary. You want to see people. Jack Skywalker says, yeah, it was really great. We've been friends online since later 2020. Nice. Hey, Matt, it's freezing in New York. What about you? Leonardo is freezing in Pennsylvania as well. It's freezing in Pennsylvania as well where I live. It's very cold. Very cold. Up in the north. I'd love to go down south. I worked at Walt Disney World during a time in the Disney College program for 7 months, and I think I had gotten too used to the weather down there. It was nice. Let's take some chats from TikTok as well, because we have some folks over there. We are streaming on both YouTube and TikTok. I built that set a month ago. It's great. The panels are sick. Says Spacious Space UK. Yeah, I Love this set so far. It's very detailed. There's so much to uncover on the inside because it splits so nicely into the different stories, the different sections. But it's been sitting on my shelf for so long. For way too long. It's needed completed for like months, which is terrible. I think what was confusing me before, remember I was saying I'm having a difficult time differentiating between the plates, whether that's a 1x6, 1x8, whatever the case may be. The 1x5s are mixed into this set as well, and I'm not used to those. So it's hard to differentiate them from the 1x6s. I've noticed. I think we have all the different columns here. No, we need, I think, one more. Yeah, one more. What's your favorite Lego set? That's a question I get asked quite often, so this may come as no surprise to some of you, but it's not necessarily for the model itself, but the nostalgic ties, the emotional ties to it. The Death Star, the first, not the Death Star 2. That would be a great set. I wish I owned it. The playset. I don't know if you would even call it a playset. The one that has an open interior. You can't see it here, but it's sitting above me over here. I remember saving up for that set. It was a very meaningful purchase. It was hard earned, and I specifically remember building it and making sure that I took my time while building it to really savor the build and enjoy it. Because I never thought that I could save up for something of that size, that scale, worth at the time a very high amount of money. But I did, and it taught me the value of $1 for sure. So it's moments like that that you look back on when you're a little older and you relish in those. You appreciate them more. I'm building a mock as well. Nice, Finley. TikTok. What's your favorite Marvel set? Under $60. I would say currently that's the Hulkbuster is really good. If you have $100 to spend, though, I don't own it yet. The Quinjet. I don't own the Hulkbuster or the Quinjet. Really, any sets from this wave. I think the Hulkbuster may be slightly overpriced, the newer one, but it looks great. It looks a lot better from the reviews that I've watched. It's one that I would like to get eventually. But the Quinjet for $100 is probably the best deal currently on the market. You get nearly the complete team of Avengers. You get a Loki, a beautiful set. It's one that I would recommend if you're a big Marvel fan. I think it has a great value, especially when compared to some of the other sets. Did you see the infamous UCS gunship drop by John? I don't think I did. Did John from Padawan Archer drop the UCS gunship? Was that recent? Goodness gracious. Jack Skywalker says over on YouTube, I'm from the Midwest, Illinois, and it's 5 degrees out. Oof. Oof. I think it's been in the 30s where I live, which is actually quite warm for this time of year. Quite warm. If there will be a second wave of the Marvel CMF, which characters would you want the most to be included? Oh, great question. Great question, Lars. There's a second wave of the Marvel CMFs. Which figure would I want to be made? I think they would have to go with the ones from the Marvel television series because they aren't making sets with them. So dive deeper into the series that they've already made figures from, and then make figures from the ones they haven't yet. It'd be great to get a new Hawkeye. It'd be great to get, not that I enjoyed the series, but more for the memes. More for the memes. A new She-Hulk. It'd be great to get, what other Marvel series have recently? Moon Knight. Moon Knight would be incredible. There's quite a few that they could do. A new Fisk. A new Daredevil. There's quite a few. There's quite a few. Which ones would you want to be made? What do you think? Let me know. I'm gaming with Gabe Marine. I am from Canada and it's negative 40 degrees out. Crazy. It's not that cold in Poland. Only 22 Fahrenheit. Hello from France, says Seb over on TikTok. Will the Breaker, what's up? Will the Breaker says that he's in school right now and just wants to say hi. Will, go back to class. But hello, Will. I don't want you to fail out of school because of me. I'm cool with hanging, but make sure school comes first. That's your future. I appreciate the support, Will. But, you know. You gotta prioritize. You gotta prioritize. Okay. I think we're back on track here. I just get concerned constantly, especially while building live, that I am missing parts that I should have put in the build. Yeah, so we have some larger pieces. Not sure where I went wrong here. Goodness. Oh, goodness. Oh, I see. Here's one. There's one. There we go. Let's go back here. And this I missed here. Jeez Louise. It's difficult for me, especially when you start repeating the same steps, to know how many times that I've done it throughout a live. When I'm focused on chatting with you all, not blaming you guys. I love having you here. But I make a lot of errors. For sure. There we go. We're back in business. Finished bag number 13. Completing instruction manual number 2, which takes us number 3. Here we go. Boom. We're on the third one. So instruction manual 2, which has a beautiful portal in the back, finishes with this much of the build done. Let's take our extra pieces out of here. Here we are. We have all of the paneling done. For the second story. Such a great set. Such a beautiful set. Let's show TikTok as well. TikTok, here you go. We are building the Sanctum Sanctorum here today. It's a very cool set. Very cool set. Maybe I can adjust my TikTok camera a little bit. There we go. There we go. All right. You can see more of the build. A little bit. All right. Bag number 14. Let's get instruction manual number 2 out of here. Let's get rid of our bag. All right. Lars says, my most wanted would probably be Moon Knight. I really enjoyed the show, and I think they could make a really detailed and beautiful figure. And of course, Mr. Knight to go along with it. that'd be really cool. Moon Knight would be awesome. I could see them making a high quality, a highly produced figure. Let's take a comment from TikTok. Yeah, we got some folks over there. It's fun streaming on both platforms, but it's a little chaotic. Please do stop spamming JS Lego and Bricks. I appreciate you though. He says, Matt, I'm making an animation for you. What do you want it to be about? I'll tag you and you can watch it. Whatever you want it to be about. You can be as creative and fun as you want. I don't know what your level of animation understanding is. Whatever you can do, have fun. Thank you. Thank you. Do you have Technic sets? Asks Paul Walker. I don't have Technic specific sets in my collection, but I do have a lot of Star Wars sets that incorporate a lot of Technic parts. A lot of the ships and vehicles do. I'm not the biggest fan of Technic parts. Where did this come from? Oh, goodness. The set is breaking apart. Not the biggest fan of Technic parts, because if you think I'm making a lot of errors now, if I was building with Technic, we'd have to start over multiple times, probably. Be a lot more difficult. Satrid, Seti Red Bricks, gotta go bye. Take care. Thanks for hanging out, dude. Che Frank, fire set. Yes, it's a beautiful one for sure. If you guys are enjoying the stream, please do. If you're on TikTok, if you're on YouTube, like the stream. Wherever you are, it helps the algorithm. Hopefully, it would bring more people into the stream so that we can all hang out and have fun together. The more the merrier, right? Not that I don't have enough people here. That's not what I'm saying. But the more the merrier. The more the merrier. We need 2 of the bigger panels that aren't included in the bag. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I could not find it. I gotta take out all my other bags from the box in order to find this. Beautiful. Beautiful. Do you have any Legoland sets? I do not. I do not. Mainly as a Marvel and Star Wars guy. I don't want to touch. If you don't have fun with Matt Mellish, you're hopeless. Oh, well, thank you for dropping by, my friend. I gotta have fun. Try to keep it light. Sometimes we get more serious. We're having a deeper discussion, deeper conversation. Today I thought it would just be you guys and myself chatting away, answering your questions, because, well, I love having guests on. Don't get me wrong. And it's a lot easier for me to build, actually, by letting someone else talk and every once in a while being a good host and pushing the conversation along in a different direction. But with this here today, trying to build some community. Dropping pieces. Ugh. Got it. It's harder to answer your questions when there's someone else hanging out with me. Thanks, dude. Thanks for stopping by. Lars says he just got Quantum Mania tickets. Nice. That's one that I'm really looking forward to. New Ant-Man film. Are you guys excited for it? Didn't the script leak? Didn't like the entire or nearly entire script leak for the film? I may not be able to talk about Lego leaks, but I can talk about Marvel leaks. I didn't read it, so don't spoil anybody in the chat. Don't spoil the film. But I believe, if I'm not wrong, the entire script might have leaked. Which is insane. That's wild. It's kind of sad too, you know, when a major leak like that happens, or even in the Lego world, a lot of people are affected by it. A lot of people think that leaks happen on purpose, and some films do that. If they have a very low marketing budget, probably is a good way to get some attention to the project. But sadly, it really does negatively affect everyone, since how disappointing would that be to have worked on a project that you're so excited to see fan reactions of, and to only be disappointed that the entire script was leaked online. Crazy. Ruining Christmas. You're ruining Christmas. Okay. A lot of plates in this set. So many plates, you gotta line them up perfectly. And all the guests are driving up to Atlanta BrickCon too. Yeah, exactly. That might have been part of it as well. But I love having guests on. I love being able to talk to everybody. Only problem is, like I mentioned, I don't get to talk to you guys as much. Don't get to build that community. Goodness. It's not the 1x2 tiles, it's the 1x3. I'm learning how to count today, apparently. You'd think by now I would just know by looking. Guess when your mind is in so many other directions, it's hard to follow. Hard to follow. I believe it was one of the earlier versions of the script, so there could have been changes made, but I think the main story is the same. Not sure though. Or it had been a dummy script. Yeah. Who knows? It's hard to tell. I guess that's the fun of leaks, though, for people in the community who enjoy following them. I remember when Star Wars The Force Awakens came out, and the entire plot of the movie had been leaked online. And slowly over time, a website had pieced together the plot. And I was following that as each part of the script or each part of set leaks came out once a week about there was something new. And I knew, I think I can spoil the film. I think it's been long enough since that movie came out. If you're going to see it, you've probably already seen it. I knew that Han Solo, spoiler alert, was going to not make it through the film very early on. And seeing everyone's reaction, it still came as a shock to me sitting in the theater, but seeing everyone's reaction to it was crazy. A part of me still had wondered, are they going to really do that? Are they really going to kill off Han Solo? But then they did it. And it was interesting to see everyone's reaction, knowing what was happening or knowing what would happen on that bridge. Let's take something from TikTok. Let's comment TikTok. Thank you for the follow, Rainer. Appreciate it. Thank you, Gold VR for the TikTok live subscription. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you as well for the gifts, folks. Thank you, Rainer, Chili. Lots of Lego Star Wars available. Yeah, it's hard to tell what to get, huh? Joe, thank you for the follow. Cringe, thank you for the follow. You're building the Justifier, Polar Boy? Nice. What do you think of it? What do you guys think of the Justifier? Can you justify buying the Justifier? It's a cool set, don't get me wrong. Great figures, but a little overpriced. Which is why I bring up today's sponsor, Zavvi. So if you guys are looking for a discount on Lego, be sure to go to Zavvi.com, where you can actually get 10% off Lego that's 4 months or older. That includes the Justifier. You can get the Justifier. I believe it's included in that select category of Lego. Might not be because it's over $100. I'm not sure. I haven't checked, but it should be. You should be able to get it 10% off using promo code Matt. Go in the link in the description below. I was wondering why I couldn't find the right plates. I was just looking for this. Goodness gracious. There we go. No wonder. I thought the plot of the film was leaked back in 1977. What are you talking about? I don't want to touch. I'm talking about The Force Awakens. Or are you talking about Quantumania? But I'm pretty safe because in the Netherlands, the Marvel movies always release 2 days earlier. Yeah, you guys are lucky. You guys are lucky over in the Netherlands and in Europe. Very lucky. Very, very lucky. But that means also I'm not as safe in terms of spoilers. That's why you get the leaks so quickly after the film is released there. That's if you want to find the leaks. Sometimes hard to avoid though, because especially with like Spider-Man No Way Home, it's very hard to avoid leaks for that. You kind of would have to be living under a rock to a certain extent. Or just not care. And it wouldn't be in your feed. I guess we're building roof here. So we have this big panel piece that we're working on. A lot of plates. A lot of plates for the Sanctum Sanctorum. But I like that a lot of it is regular Lego system parts. Plates, bricks. Not a lot of Technic, thankfully. I'm not a big Technic fan as I was before. So many different pins to line up just perfectly. You have to be very technical. Because it's Technic. Superman over on TikTok says, dude, such a dope set. Have fun building it. I am. I certainly am. Thank you guys for hanging out, pushing me build it. I appreciate it. I wish I could include the set in my stall in one shot. Here, can I move my phone for TikTok? For the TikTok audience, or move our phone. That's a little, I guess that's a little better. Not really. Not really. We're doing our best. We're doing our best. And as the Lego company's logo is, only the best is good enough. Yeah, I was talking about Force Awakens because it was oddly similar to A New Hope. I understand. I don't want to touch. I get it now. Makes sense. I get the joke. I was confused, but now I understand. Lars says, I was going to see No Way Home on release date, but we went into lockdown one day before the release, so I got spoilers. No! Dang. That stinks. I'm sorry. Can you show progress? I kind of am. Spooderman. We have bags. One through 13 done. We're on bag number 14. We have the first 2 stories done. I know YouTube is being a little glitchy today. Sorry for that. Hope it's not too bad on your end. I don't have a super high-end PC. If you're wondering what I'm streaming on, it's just a MacBook laptop, which is not ideal. We'll put it that way. Not ideal. Could certainly be better. But we're using what we have, folks. We're using what we have. We're level 5 content creator. We're not to level 10 yet. Did you attach the mountain desert stickers as close as you could to the edge? I censored them. Oh, goodness. So I am not a big fan of Lego stickers, as you guys may or may not know. And I don't put them on my sets. Now, I may go back with this one because so many of them are integral to the model. And that really upsets me. It really upsets me. Because that's the worst part about a sticker. I feel like if you're going to include stickers for a set, this is just my personal preference, but I feel like a lot of people would agree. If you're going to include a sticker for the set, it should not have to be integral to the model. It should not have to be a requirement to understand what it is or what a play feature should be. I think in those cases, it should be printed. I think that's fair. If it's just an extra detail that wasn't able to be brick built, okay, I understand. But a set like the Duel on Mandalore, where you have the Darth Maul prison chamber, it's a bit disappointing to me. I hope in the future that more parts are printed instead. Gary Finn Lego. I'm actually a Lego fan too. I just saw this live. Well, thanks for stopping by, Gary. I appreciate it. Trying to collect the SpongeBob Lego sets. Nice. I used to have the Krusty Krab. It was a good set until my dog chewed apart Mr. Krabs' head, and then I kind of lost interest in it. It was upsetting to me, and I think I wanted to get the thought out of my brain. So the Krusty Krab ended up in my Lego bin instead of being played with as often. It was a sad day. I would have known back in the day that you could order another figure from Lego or from Bricklink. I think I could have called them as a kid and said, my dog chewed apart my Lego. Can I get a new one? And they probably would have sent me one. I would imagine. Oh no, I think we've hit a moment when we might need a brick separator because I put the piece on the wrong place. Nope, we got it off. I don't have very long nails, so I do need a brick separator. It's a bad habit that I have of biting them. You are a really cool streamer. I'm dropping a sub and might just as well chill here. Well, thank you so much, Gary. I really appreciate the support. Thank you. I'm trying to do the best I can. You should get the Gargantua set. It comes with America Chavez and the new Wong. Yes, Spooderman. I actually have that set. So it will go very, very well next to this. on my display for sure. For sure. I would definitely echo that. If you have the Sanctum, it pairs nicely with Gargantos. Although there are parts of the set where Gargantos is sticking out of the building through a portal. So it's kind of redundant. But it also kind of shows maybe the progression of the battle or something. Okay. It's hard when you're finished a step on these larger sets, especially when you're streaming. There we go. Actually, this is not the roof. This is the third story of this. For some reason, I thought we were doing the roof here. Gary also says over on YouTube, I've ordered a SpongeBob bus driver minifigure from Amazon, and hopefully that will arrive pretty soon. Be careful, Gary. Be careful. I'm going to warn you. With Amazon particularly, depending on who you're buying from, definitely have to check out reviews. But it's likely, more likely on Amazon, to find fake Lego. Maybe you don't care. Maybe you don't care. But sometimes on Amazon, it's not all genuine Lego figures. Sometimes people will actually produce fake Lego figures and sell those for the same price. So be careful. If you're new to Lego, it's something to be wary of. But I hope it's not. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it's a fine addition to your collection. Either way. I've checked out reviews. Don't worry. Okay, good. I'm glad. Do I have the Daily Bugle NS Regal? Yes, I answered that earlier in the chat. I do have the Daily Bugle, but I'm not sure if I'm going to build it. Because I got it for a cheap price and was planning on reselling it. Thanks to all the folks who are liking the stream over on TikTok. Really appreciate it. Be sure to like over on YouTube as well. Be sure to continue chatting. Trying to answer any questions that you guys have. Keeping it fresh, keeping it real. Do I like cheese? Yes, I like cheese. But please do not spam. Please do not spam. Or else I'm going to have to mute you. Appreciate the support, appreciate the questions, but please do not spam. Really love the collection. How long have you worked on it? Well, thank you, Candace. I have been collecting Lego since I was about 8 years old. So quite a long time. It's been a long process buying and building over the years. But that's afforded me opportunities to get more rare sets that I didn't really know. Maybe I had a thought, but I didn't know that they would be worth so much today. A set like the Black Pearl or the Queen Anne's Revenge, the Gunships, those sorts of sets. I was very lucky, very blessed to get those when they were being sold for a retail price. It's crazy. The Black Pearl I got for $100 back in the day. $100. That set is worth a lot more than $100 now. It's wild. Especially if you still have it sealed. In my opinion, I'd rather order off of Amazon than eBay, says Gary Finn Lego. Gary, I'm not sure you're aware. You don't have to order off of either of those. I would recommend going to Bricklink. I think you might actually be able to find the sets or the minifigures cheaper on Bricklink. I could be wrong. But Gary, if you don't know yet, if you don't know about Bricklink yet, highly recommend going and checking out Bricklink, bricklink.com. It's a used and new Lego marketplace, and Lego actually owns it, which a lot of people have different thoughts regarding. Do I have the ATTE? Asks Adrian over on TikTok. I do have the new ATTE, along with two of the older ones. I have the one from 2008, the one from 2013 or 14, whenever it came out, alongside the gunship. This newer one, though, is quite good in comparison to the others. The only ATTE that I don't own is the one from, I believe, 2002 is when it came out. Maybe someday. I do love those older sets, the simplicity of them. They're very good in that regard. I think modern sets, although they are nicely detailed, they seem more like model kits than playsets. Than Lego, which should be something that you can build as a set and then potentially tear apart and build something different. Now, I didn't really play with my Lego like that as a kid, but I know a lot of people did. And I feel like that's the idea of Lego, is the nuance of it. I'm aware of Link. Also just followed you on TikTok. Awesome. Thank you. Yes, I have the majority of my following on TikTok. Crazy. Well, I'm glad you got Bricklink. It's interesting. Gary, can you get those figures cheaper? On Bricklink or eBay? I'm curious. I'm very curious. But thank you, Gary. Thank you for all the support, man. I appreciate it. Glad you came across my content and you enjoy it. Kind of you. Very kind of you. Just Lego, thank you for making that video. I'll definitely go and check it out. Matt, what Star Wars set would you recommend for me to buy? Let me think about, dude, man. Let me think about that. What Star Wars sets would I recommend for you to buy? Currently that are on the market? Depends on what your budget is. It depends on what your flavor is, what your taste is. Uh-oh. Happened again. It's happening again. I have pieces that I don't know where they belong as I'm finishing up the bag. So if you have an unlimited amount of money, a set like the ATTE, if you're a Clone Wars fan, is a good one. But of course, if you're wanting display models, I dropped a piece. Goodness gracious, where did it go? If you're wanting display models and you have unlimited amount of money, I would recommend, of course, getting a UCS set, but they're quite a bit. The Mos Eisley Cantina is a great one that I've enjoyed building. It just depends on what your budget is. But I don't presume that anyone has an unlimited amount of money. The Includer Scythe as well is a great deal. It's a solid model with some awesome minifigures if you enjoyed Kenobi. It fits well. All right, we have some leftover plates here. And I'm wondering where they go. Also, is this bar piece a leftover? I don't remember putting a bar piece in this. Was that bar from another? Oh, goodness. Where did that bar piece come from? Is that from a different bag? Did that fall off? Oh, no, the bar piece goes right there. Ha! It goes in the middle. I did forget it. There we go. And now these go right here. Perfect. And this goes right here. There we go. Beautiful. And this is going to end up likely fitting on top, just like so. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So for everybody watching, very cool. A 3-story modular building, basically. Beautiful. This is better setup than TikTok. Yes, Spooderman. Thank you for coming over to YouTube and hanging out. I recommend anybody on TikTok to not be lazy. Instead, come over to join us on YouTube. Not calling you lazy, but last time that I streamed this set build, a lot of people on TikTok said, I'm too lazy to come over to YouTube. Literally, the exact words. I'm like, it's only a click away. It's only a couple clicks away. We're starting bag number 15. Bag number 15. Tag Wars, thank you so much for the gift. Thank you for the pretzel over on TikTok. I appreciate it. For those of you who don't know as well, on TikTok, all the gifts that you guys send to me will be put toward getting more content, and they really do mean the world. If you can't gift, I completely understand it. No worries. But I appreciate the support. I appreciate the generosity. If you're hanging out, you're liking the meme, you're commenting, what matters most. All right, in this bag, we have our Mordo figure. I hate that noise. I'm sorry, guys. I've AV Geek Deluxe, thank you for your donation as well. I must have missed it. Would I recommend getting the Daily Beagle? I think it's a beautiful looking set. Certainly, if you're a Spider-Man fan, it's one to keep in mind. I'm actually going to move this out of the way if I don't drop it. There we go. Beautiful. Perfect. Make sure it's still visible. If you're a Spider-Man fan, I would certainly recommend it more than other sets. If you have a Lego City, it would make sense to get it. I think it will be worth quite a bit once it retires as well. So keep that in mind. If you're thinking about getting the Daily View, now would probably be the time. Maybe if you have some VIP points saved up already at the Lego store, it might be wise to spend it on it if that's something that you really, really want, but you might not have enough money for. But if you're a Marvel fan, especially a fan of the Marvel comics, I think it's one that a lot of people have loved. If you follow me Superheroes Today, aka Jonathan, who is a cool dude and a good friend, he loves that set. It's one of his favorites. I think it actually is his all-time favorite, if I'm remembering correctly. What's your all-time favorite Lego set? I've answered this question earlier, but I will do so very shortly again. The Lego Death Star, not because of the set itself, but because of the nostalgia I have from it as a Lego fan and a collector. If you're a Spidey fan like me, it's a must-have regarding the Beagle. The references, Easter eggs are so dope. There you go. We have a review from Spooderman24. Have you collected all LEGO Series 24 minifigures yet? I have 7 of them. Nice. It's a great series, isn't it? I was lucky enough to actually receive the full series from the LEGO Ambassador Network. Very pleased to be a part of that program. So big thank you and shout out to the LEGO group for sending those over. And here, I can show you really quick. Give me 1 second. Here's a look at all of the Series 24 figures. They're very cool. They're very cool. My favorite would be the Orc, the Spaceman, and the Falconer, for sure. And if you want to see my full review of the entire series, feel free to check it out on YouTube. I go over each and every minifigure and talk about why I like them or dislike them, which ones I think you should get. And I even put a... Here's our more, by the way. I even put a... for the TikTok folks as well. Field guide out there on short form content. So TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and Instagram Reels. If you're interested in finding out how to feel for each figure or what parts I would feel for, be sure to watch that video. No super chat, Spooderman. No, not yet. I'm not monetized on YouTube at the moment. Maybe someday soon, though. Maybe someday soon. I'm trying to focus more on YouTube currently because up now I've had quite a bit of success over on TikTok. Very lucky to have a large following there. And now is the time that I feel is appropriate to start really focusing on YouTube. Sorry, I'm counting. Gotta make sure. This is quite cool to have a fire hydrant in a glass case, which, if you guys don't know, is a huge Lego Marvel reference because most Lego Marvel sets have a fire hydrant, or not fire hydrant, fire extinguisher in the sets. There's quite a difference, Matt. There's quite a difference between a fire hydrant and a fire extinguisher. Come on, man, get it together. But yeah, I'm not monetized on YouTube yet, so no super chats. But I'm working on it. I have like 3,000 more watch hours to go. So we're working slowly up to our goal. Very slowly. We're getting there. I just got the Spaceman figure today, and I thought I saw them at the shelf. LOL. Nice. The Spaceman figure is really cool. I think all the figures are actually easy to feel for, so I think it's an easier one to find. Which do you like more regarding Lego, Marvel or Star Wars? Definitely Star Wars. Definitely Star Wars. I was always a Star Wars fan first before I was a Marvel fan. I've always enjoyed Marvel, but Star Wars is my first choice by far. I'm getting more reminders that happened earlier. Sorry, guys. It's not your phone. It's my computer. Play a lot of people are wondering, what did I set a reminder for? Do you collect Lego Minecraft sets? I have a couple of them, but I wouldn't say that I collect them. I've got some in Facebook Marketplace hauls, and I've acquired a few over time. Oh, this is quite interesting. So, for those of you who don't know, I also had the chance to receive 2 Lego Minecraft sets. I have 2 of them. I have 2 of them in my collection. 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 I have 2 of them in the Lego A-frame cabin, which I have a review of over on my channel as well on YouTube. And I was blessed to be able to talk with the designers of the set and ask them some questions regarding it. And I figured out that one of the designers actually had worked on this set and the Lego A-frame cabin from the new ideas. Well, it's in the ideas, but this is the new set in the ideas theme. And so the questions that I asked to learn that was on the back of the A-frame cabin, there's a shovel and what looks to be toilet paper, because when you're camping in the woods, there aren't any real bathrooms, right? So they got very creative with that. And so I asked whose idea was this, because it's quite accurate to that sort of camping, that sort of retreat. And it was a comedic addition as well. Bathroom humor, of course. And they all looked to the one designer, and he said, I guess that's my fault, because funny enough, he had worked on this set. In the basement of the Sanctum, there's a fridge, and there's one side of the handle for the fridge. But in Lego sets, the designers like to include, if they have a wedge that veers off to one side, something like this, potentially, it's good to have the opposite as well included. So if you end up mocking things later on, you have enough pieces to keep things symmetrical. Well, it had burdened him throughout time. He'd had sleepless nights thinking about not including the other side, not finding a way to include the other door handle for the fridge. And so on the A-frame cabin, he found a way to incorporate it on the back as toilet paper, which is very funny. But also, I'm noticing the reason I bring that up is there are parts of the set that remind me of because you have this umbrella sitting back here in a holder. The A-frame cabin has that as well. There was another part to it. There's a cardboard box, and in the basement of the A-frame cabin, there's also a cardboard box. So just some interesting Easter eggs, interesting design similarities that I'm noticing, likely because of the same designer having done both sets and incorporating some mini builds, some styles together. Yes, I want to touch on the same team. So there was a group of designers, I think, for this set and that as well. I'm not sure how many did the Sanctum, but I think there was 3 or 4 that did the A-frame with a graphic designer, and one of the designers worked on both projects, which is a nice fun fact. I can't find the piece that I'm looking for here. Goodness. Ha, there we go. Let's take a chat from TikTok. Do you think Lego would make a UT-AT? Asks Adrian. Probably not. Probably wouldn't be first choice. And the reason I say that is because a lesser known vehicle. I see that Lego likes to make the more iconic vehicles first and foremost. And it's harder for them to incorporate ones that aren't as popular in media right now. Do you have the Hedwig Owl Lego set? Asks Gary. I do, and I was missing what was I can't speak today. I do, and I was missing the most important piece that connects to it. But Lego sent me the replacement. Nice! I do not have the head wig. I do not. But that is one of the benefits of Lego is they have amazing customer service. They truly do. If you have a misprint, sometimes you might even get a bad sticker. They replace all of those. Don't abuse the system. Only use it when you actually need it. Of course, don't lie and say that you need a part when you've gotten it just because it's a rare piece. Don't do that. But if you need something, you can fill out a form online and they will send it to you for free. I would say Lego's customer service is equal to Disney in that regard. Very kind, very understanding, helpful. It's rare to find that. It's frustrating when you get on a support call with someone and you can't understand them. It's hard to follow what they're saying, or you might just get an automated message. It's nice to actually be able to talk to someone who can help. I Don't Touch says it's crazy that the A-frame cabin video might take over Minecraft playthrough #1 in views soon. Let's hope, dude. If you guys haven't gone and checked out my Lego A-frame cabin review, I hope you go and do so. It's the world. Got a bad sticker when my UCS gunship ripped while I was taking off the sheet. Oh, goodness. Yeah, that would stink. Did you order a new one? That's why I dislike stickers, especially for UCS sets. You only get one. You know what? You know what, guys? I don't think I would be as... I guess I wouldn't call it hateful. But I wouldn't have such a disregard for yours if they included multiple, especially in UCS sets. Just because you might not place it on right. But if they included 2 of the same sticker, then it would ensure at least 2 tries if something went wrong. And I think that it would cost that much more. Who knows? I might be wrong. But it's not like you're printing 2 of the same part. Either print 1 part or include 2 stickers. That's my thought. That's my creative solution to that problem. I really like the Mjolnir stones in the A-frame cabin. Yeah, Lars, I agree. The base of the cabin for the A-frame has Thor's hammers, which is great parts usage. Great NPU, nice parts usage. It did get a little monotonous, though. I don't want to touch this. I did, but I just kept the rip sticker, and I have an extra sheet unused. Nice. Nice. Take a chat from TikTok. User 1750712372249. Thank you for the follow. I hope you're not a bot. I'm working on the same set. What bag are you on? I'm on bag 5. Nice, Connor. Connor, I'm on instruction manual number 3, bag number 15. I hope you're enjoying the build as well. Funny, it makes me think how many people in the world are also building this set at the same time. Makes you wonder. How ironic, though. How ironic. I'm working on the same... Oh, I already read that. Can I see your progress? So, right now, this is the 3rd story that we're on. For YouTube as well, I can show you guys. There's some nice little details. We have a helmet sitting here. Give you an up close. The chest with like a scroll inside. Not like the the Marvel scrolls. We have an umbrella sitting over here. Not like the aliens in the Marvel universe that can transform themselves into other people. No, I'm referring to an actual scroll with paper. I finished the hat a couple of days ago, a fantastic set from Marvel. The hat? The Galaxy of Bricks. I'm not sure which set you're referring to. Which hat? Are you talking about a helmet set? I remember I had the Lego Simpsons house, says Gary, and my 3-year-old brother destroyed it, and I lost my instructions in pieces because of that. Oh no! Gary, I'm sorry. That's quite sad. It happens, though. It happens. That is somewhat the joy of building with Lego, but if you lose the instructions, I mean, you can always look up the instructions online, right? You can always, on lego.com or other websites, find a PDF and download it if you really want to or need to. Or you can order the instructions again, but it's annoying to have to go through the hassle of it. I understand. But it makes you not want to rebuild the set if you spent so much time with it and it becomes disrepaired because of something as silly as that. It's happened before to me, I understand. Happens to the best of us. But that is the joy of building with Lego, is that it can come apart and you can rebuild it. Unlike any other sort of model, if something breaks, it's broken. You'd have to glue it back together. When I was a kid, my grandfather used to help me fix the toys that I had broken. I had action figures that were missing hands because they had broke off, or a lightsaber that had snapped, and he used to help repair those. He'd put a wire through it to keep it straight and then glue it. What Lego sets do you mostly collect? Asks Jack. Jack, I mostly collect Star Wars and Marvel sets. Mainly Star Wars. But I'm starting to branch out more. Having something like the A-frame cabin definitely makes me want to buy other original Lego sets from original Lego themes, which is not good for my wallet. I also love the minifigure series. I love collecting those. I think at some point it would be really cool to have every Lego CMF. I'm sure there are people out there who have already done it, but I envision someday in my own house having like a wall of minifigures. I think that would be really cool. Finding a way to display those in like a big case of some kind. Do you have any Star Wars microfighters? Asks Gary. I don't. I lied. I do have one, but I haven't built it. Not yet, at least. I'm not the biggest fan of Star Wars microfighters. They're just not as interesting to me. The figures have mostly all been produced in other sets, except for the ones that were created earlier. Now it seems that Lego has made those sets for being able to include figures that they have an overabundance of, potentially. Which makes sense from a production perspective. Can I see the Queen Anne's Revenge? I mean, you're kind of seeing it here. You're kind of seeing the Queen Anne's Revenge here. But if I picked it up, a lot of dust would come off of it, so I can't take it over the camera to show it. I'm also working on this set at the moment. Yeah, Peyton, I've been streaming for a few days now. I have. Not at the same time, but in a row, yes. Over on TikTok, primarily, is where I stream. But if I have a big set like this that I'm working on, I think I'm going to start doing this more often. This is fun. I used to do this with guests, but it feels much more of a hassle. Whereas this is a little more relaxed, a little more chill. We can just chat, you guys and myself. Whoa, I didn't know. Goodness, I'm dropping studs everywhere. Ugh. I didn't know. So, this chalice piece, this cup piece, a disc can fit on top of it. I didn't know that. Huh. It's crazy. You know, after building Lego for so long, for so many years, I still manage to find new techniques that I didn't know existed before. And I'm sure that's nothing, but that's something that I had never noticed. Sometimes it's good to just see how parts fit together if you're a mock builder too. You might come up with a revelation and discover an idea for something that you might not have had before. Ugh. I have the Millennium Falcon, the last Millennium Falcon that was made as a microfighter. Someone was actually kind enough to send it to me in the mail. I do have a P.O. box, if that is something that folks are interested in. Obviously, you don't have to send me Lego, but even if you just wanted to send some sort of letter that I could then read in a video, that would be awesome. I used to get more of those, more than I do now. But for the Matt's Mail Time series, when you start not getting as many items, you've lost your marketing for Matt's Mail Time. Where did that go? Oh, goodness. For some reason, oh my goodness. If you saw me somewhat be startled for a second, there was a sock in my pant leg that somehow managed to work its way out. Because I had worn the same pants yesterday. I didn't leave the house, so what's the sense of changing your pants, right? But I had a sock in my pant leg that fell out, and it quite startled me because I felt something on my foot. Like, what is that? What's crawling around down there? Just a sock. Just a used sock. Goodness gracious. Is this a reference to the Fountain of Youth? To that chalice being in this glass case? Huh. There's a lot of little knickknacks that are placed around in the building, which is kind of cool. A lot of little Easter eggs here and there to discover while you build. I think the build experience for this is quite good. Gary says that he also has the Han Solo microfighter. Whoops. Also, his friend is coming over tomorrow, and he will be building and playing with Lego. Nice. Those are the days. Those are the days. Is $70 a good price for a smiling face 2023? For a smiling 2013 Jango Fett? I don't know. You'd have to look on Bricklink to see what the price is really worth of it. What it's going for right now, currently. Because I could give you what I think it's worth, but the truth is, on Bricklink, it's you're gonna get a better answer. Because I know what it was worth maybe a month ago, but prices change and fluctuate all the time. So I would look for yourself to see which of those items have sold and what they have sold for. Also, we have Rob the Builder over on TikTok. Is Matt Mellish ever not live on TikTok? Well, Rob, it's funny that you say that because I am also live on YouTube with a dual camera setup. And if you would like to come over and hang there, please feel free to. But I am live on both TikTok and YouTube, trying to talk to both communities. Doing my best here. I missed a step in the process. I'm a little confused. There we go. What's up, Christopher? Hello. Thanks for joining. I would say $70 is a bit high for a smiling Django, says Rob on TikTok. Also depends on used or new, but I wouldn't buy it. Fair. Which one do I have? This is the one that I have. I don't know if this one's rarer. He's got a subtle grin. I don't know if that's the smiling Django Fett that you're referring to. But I have the one that came with the Corporate Alliance Tank Droid. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. One of those sets from 2013 or 2014. I forget which year. That was a part of that epic wave of Attack of the Clones vehicles. You had the gunship, the ATTE, the spider droid. Every set in that wave, I think I bought. Whoa, double live? That's legitness. Well, doing my best. Oztan Bricks, thanks for the follow over on TikTok. I had that as a kid. Nice, Connor. Yeah, that's the smile. The other one came in Obi-Wan Starfighter with the hyperspace thing. Which is worth more? Rob, maybe you know. Which is worth more? I pretend to have an understanding of Lego investing, but really, I just know what I like and what I recommend. Not that, look, I'm not a financial advisor. Take everything that I say with a grain of salt, and I have to say that legally. But also, if you are planning on investing in Lego, sometimes you just have to know what's good. You have to have good taste for what something, to know what something might be worth in the future, to know that something will be worth more in the future. You have to have good taste. And I feel like I have that understanding of what the people want. But I'm not as lucky enough to buy something and to actually have it skyrocket in value. The things that I would invest in probably, with my luck, would end up tanking. What's up, Kit Fister Bricks? Thanks for joining us over on YouTube. Appreciate it. The Angry Django is worth more. No clue why, honestly. Huh, interesting. So the one from the Obi-Wan Hyperdrive is worth more. I did not know that. Thank you. Did you get the new helmet sets early? I did not, Oztan Bricks. I did not have the pleasure of getting any of the new helmet sets. The Captain Rex, the Commander Cody, the Boosh sent to me from the Lego Ambassador Network. I know quite a few people did. Those are very lucky individuals. If you're interested in checking out the reviews, go and do so. But at some point in the near future, I'm hoping to buy some of those for myself. Especially that Commander Cody. That one definitely looks quite good, for sure. I think I'm actually good on this bag. I didn't have to go back and try to figure out where I went wrong anywhere. So here's a look at, for TikTok as well, here's a look at bag number 15 completed. We have the third story of the building. We have some cool little knickknacks placed in there. We have a knight helmet, some axes hanging on the wall, a skeleton body hanging on the wall, a lamp, fire extinguisher in a case, a chest, the scroll inside. Very cool. Very cool. For TikTok as well. It's funny because on YouTube, if I go this way, this is right, and if I go this way on TikTok, it's left. So everything's mirrored. Can you build without looking at the paper? I'm trying to. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best to keep an eye on the chat, to keep an eye on the instructions. It's hard to be looking everywhere because I have TikTok and YouTube live. We're live everywhere. I need a third phone to be on Instagram and Facebook. Thank you, folks, for liking the live over on TikTok as well. We're up to 13,600 likes. That doesn't mean for the folks over on YouTube that different people have liked the stream. Over on YouTube, it would be 13,600 people that would have to like the stream in order for it to have that many likes. But on TikTok, you can actually just keep tapping on the screen. And as you do that, you know, your thumb might get tired, but you're still giving me more likes. So every tap is a like. And the more you like, the more people will come into the stream. At least that's what they say. At least that's what we can hope. JS, Lego, and Bricks, thanks for hanging out with me so long. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you, JS, Lego, and Bricks. I've said your name multiple times. I know you've been asking for shout-outs. Look, I appreciate that you've created a stop-motion animation for me, but I haven't seen it yet. I'm live right now, and I'm not going to end the live to go over and check it out. So it's just the way things are right now, my dude. I'm going to have to check it out after the stream, but I appreciate you. Please do stop spamming the chat, though, because I don't appreciate that. We are up to bag number 16 of 18, so we have 3 more to go. We're doing pretty good on time here. Ooh. Ooh, we have a beautiful printed part. We have a beautiful printed part. Look at that. Any scratches? Couple. Lego, why can't you always do this? Why can't you always print every part? Look at that. Sorry. A grown man looking at printed Lego and really oohing and ahhing over it is, I don't know, a bit immature, but look, JS, Lego, and Bricks, I appreciate that you're hanging here, but at the same time, I don't really appreciate when people ask for shout outs because, oh no, I've already shouted you out. But no, dude, I really appreciate you hanging out for as long as you have and for being a fan of what I do. So just every once in a while, maybe say something in the chat rather than saying it every 2 seconds. That's all. That's all. But I appreciate everybody who's tuning in today and hanging out and talking with us. Underrated Roblox. Love your content. You inspire me so much to become a Lego content creator. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Just stop by. Have a blessed day. Thank you, Carson. Take care. You as well. Thank you, Dr. Dizzle, for hanging out. Appreciate it. I am on YouTube as well for the folks on TikTok. I'm live on both platforms. We have a dual camera setup over on YouTube. It's much better quality. At least I hope so. So if you're interested to come hang out, get a better look at what I'm building, come stop by. Come stop by. But I'm doing my best to answer your questions and to chat with you guys as well. Gary asks, do I have the Millennium Falcon box so I can see? The Microfighter, it's the last one that came out. I do have the box, but it's not on me at the moment. It's in the other room. I believe it's in my Lego closet. And yes, I do have a Lego closet. Are you planning to grab any of the new anniversary Disney sets? I've purchased the 4 brickheads. Yeah, those brickheads are cool. I'm wondering what other sets will come out for that lineup. I'm kind of waiting on seeing that first before I make any brash decisions. But we're going to have to wait and see. The announcement that we're going to be getting more 100th anniversary Disney sets had me very excited because I am a big Disney fan. I still have yet to build the train and the castle, but I have them. I made sure to get both of those before they retired. Luckily, because they went up significantly in value after that. Good work, bro. Keep it up. Thank you so much, Corpse Commander. Do you have Hagrid's hut from Harry Potter? No, I don't, Finley. I'm not the biggest Harry Potter fan out there. I've seen the films, but I didn't grow up with Harry Potter, so I don't have the same level of appreciation for them as I do something like Star Wars or Marvel. I still like the sets, though. If I had the money, unlimited amounts of money, probably would be easier for me to pull the trigger on that theme. But the problem with Harry Potter, and it's the problem for any Lego collector. It's hard to buy something new when there's so much of what you already enjoy to buy. I don't understand this. Gosh dang it. This part of the build has me stumped. Something's not working right. Oops. Goodness gracious. Thank you, Bentley Caden. Thanks for hanging out with me over on YouTube. It says nice Lego collection. Appreciate it. Appreciate that. I don't get how people can get Lego and not try to build it instantly. Oh, well, that's me. A part of me wants to savor the process, but also I'm kind of concerned if I see what I did wrong. I see what step I missed here. I'm kind of nervous to put something together, and then if I move out of the apartment where I'm living, especially if it's a very large build, to have to dismantle it and then reassemble. It's much easier to leave it be built where it's going to live for a more significant amount of time than if you have to move away. Because right now I'm living in an apartment temporarily. Not sure how long I'm going to be here, though. But there are things that I would love to build. So it's difficult. Do you have the Titanic set? I do not, but it is one that I would love to own someday. How's the build going, my man? What's up, Brody? What's up, dude? The build's going great. Having a lot of fun. It's a great set. It's a really great set. One that I would recommend if you have the funds, if you're a Marvel fan. Have you been up all night? Shannon, no, I go to bed at outrageous times. I was live streaming quite late on TikTok last night, just sorting Lego. And I then worked on a video for a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean a few more hours. And I went to bed very early this morning because my sleep schedule is not existent. A bit all over the place, if I'm being quite honest with you. But look, some of us are night owls. I think that's okay. I think it's okay that people have different circadian rhythms. Some people are better, more awake during the day, some people more at night. But the problem is the world operates during the day. It seems, at least. Oh, there's a Monkey Kid staff. Look at that. There's a Monkey Kid staff displayed upstairs on the 3rd floor. Look at that. Very cool. That's a nice Easter egg. I still can't get over how good the quality of this print is. It's gorgeous. What's up, Matt? Just woke up an hour ago. What's up, Spool Bricks? We're on the same sleep schedule. I'm glad I'm not the only one. I'm glad I'm not the only one, dude. Wow, that's quite funny. Why were you up so late or early? Hey, it happens. It happens to the best of us. Like I said, folks, I am live on both TikTok and YouTube. So if you want to come over to hang out over on YouTube, that's kind of where I would like to focus my content a bit more going forward. Not saying that I'm not going to be focused on TikTok. That's not my point. My point is that I could certainly use more help over on YouTube growing that community. Because the thing about TikTok is I love the community, but the problem is that my videos aren't as evergreen. They aren't as lasting through recommendations. Because once a video performs after the first few days, it's not going to keep performing. It's not going to keep growing. You're not going to be recommended a video. You're likely not going to be recommended a video, I guess, from like a year ago, even if it still would be relevant today. But that's also the nature of short form content. Whereas YouTube, I can dive very deep into a review for a particular set, and it could be easy to find years later. So that's why I'm trying to put more time into YouTube. It's nice to give people a chance to have a better explanation on if they should buy a set or not. What's up, Darth Pug Animations? It's been a while. Thanks for coming back and hanging out. You're one of my early supporters over on TikTok, I remember. Looks amazing so far. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Bentley. What's your most expensive Lego set that I bought or that I've built? Those are two different answers. The most that I've ever spent on a singular set would probably be the Lego Jango Fett Slave 1 that I still have sealed from 2002. It's one of my prized possessions in my collection. But I obviously won't be building it. I watched all of your videos. Your channel is amazing. Thank you, Bentley. I appreciate the support, dude. Sleep schedule is just bad and decided to start a Batman marathon. Spool Bricks, I can't blame you. What's your favorite line of Lego sets? Star Wars, Marvel, etc. Asks underrated Roblox. My favorite theme is Star Wars by far. By far. It will always be that way. I am just as much of a Star Wars fan as I am a Lego Star Wars fan. And my fandom is kept alive by each. So sometimes when there is good stuff happening in the Star Wars community, the Star Wars universe with new content, then it makes me want to buy more Lego. And when good things are happening in the Lego community, in the Lego world, when there's new sets that are released that are quite cool, and I want to buy them, then it fuels my Star Wars fandom. They each sustain each other. And then this goes here. So we're starting to line up where the roof is going to be with our skylight. Come on. Why won't this go in? There we go. Why is this like falling apart? Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. There we go. Perfect, perfect. Look at that. Look at that. Coming together quite nicely. Showing TikTok. I'm showing YouTube. What we got going on. This is some nice siding. Gives it a nice clean look with all the slopes. As it should. You guessed that Star Wars was my favorite theme from the sets behind me? Well, you're quite observant. I'm glad I got this set for $100 off OfferUp. It is way too small for the price, says Busy31. I don't know, man. I don't know. There's a lot of parts in it. There's a lot of detail. I wouldn't say that it's too small for the price. I think the price is actually quite reasonable for this set. Look, I know it's a lot of money. I get that. I understand. Believe me, I understand. I'm not, although I might buy a lot of Lego, I cut back in other areas of my life so I can appreciate buy Lego and buy more. But here's the thing. For what you get, the value of this set, I think it makes sense. I think, how much does this go for? 200 and something? I think it's reasonable. There's a lot of detail. It's quite a long build. You get an assortment of minifigures. Although I would not recommend buying this set specifically for the figures. I think this set has a much better build. Sorry, I knocked something over in the back here that I had to repair. It's the build that makes this set so good, so worth it, in my opinion. I think that's together correctly. Yeah. Cool. I don't know. This is an awesome set. I might be just saying that because I'm used to building Star Wars ships and vehicles and constructing kits with a lot of gray, but this is a lot of fun. And there's a lot of gray here too, but it's basically a modular building. It's the equivalent of one, I would say. A marvelous modular. Put that $30 put that $30 big green-eyed Doctor Strange monster on top of it when done. I probably will. Gonna leave the stream. Good luck on the set. Gonna be great. Take care, underrated Roblox. Thanks for hanging and asking some great questions. Hope that you have a good rest of your day, Matt. Take care, Kit Fisto. Thanks for dropping in. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, if you guys are wanting to watch the full stream, you can always watch the replay over on YouTube as well if you can't stay around as long as I'm going to be live for. I do have 2 more bags after this, so I'm not going to be live for too much longer. I know we've already been going here for quite a while, but if you want to watch the replay, feel free to do so. You're welcome to. You're welcome to. I appreciate you guys hanging out as long as you did, though. You should do Lego stop motions, says Gary. Yeah, I did do some in the past in terms of like sort of speed builds, I guess you would say, where the set would basically build itself, it looked like. You wouldn't see my hands in it at all, and it would be a nice smooth process. But those take a very long time. Speed builds take much longer than, or stop motions take much longer than people would probably expect. But my perfectionist mentality certainly doesn't help, because it's easy to fall into the trap of having to redo the same scene over and over until you get it right. Because it's very easy to not have something be as fluid in stop motion animation as you might like. It's kind of hard to achieve that movement that feels more lifelike. If you watch my earlier reviews over on YouTube, you'll see more of those at the start of them. TIE Fighter Productions, you're one of my favorite YouTubers. Oh, well, that's very kind of you to say, because you're actually considering me a YouTuber. I feel more like a TikToker than a YouTuber because I have had more success over on TikTok. I don't know what I am. I'm a Lego content creator, I suppose. But thank you so much. That's very kind of you, TIE Fighter Productions. Very, very kind of you. Thank you for all the support. Denny Trice. Yo, hey, Matt. I remember watching you in 2019. I think you had 900 followers when I followed. I'm so happy to be with your account throughout the years. Danny, thank you for being a lifelong supporter. That's wild. Yeah, I started on TikTok and on YouTube, not with Lego, but with art-related videos. I don't know if you remember that or not, if you're a follower from TikTok or from YouTube specifically, but a lot of my early posts were art-related because I majored in graphic design and marketing, and I thought that it would be a good way to sell my art. But alas, we find ourselves back in the brick pit. Find ourselves building more Lego. Showing the YouTube. I love the look of this. Showing the TikTok. Very nice. Very nice. I'm trying Lego stop motion. It's not going well, says Finley. Ooh. Well, it depends on what you're using as well for software. I would recommend Stop Motion Studio. And I would actually recommend, if you have an extra camera for stop motions, plugging it into your laptop or into your computer and being able to adjust the motion. How do I put this into words? How to adjust your figure or the piece that you're trying to put into motion very slowly. Just sometimes you just have to barely move something in order to give it a more realistic look with stop motion. But it's hard to see on a phone if you're using a phone app to do it with, to take the photos. That's why I say do it on a computer, on a laptop, by plugging your camera into it, because you can make those small adjustments that make it better. Sorry, I had to find the words to say that. That was a bit difficult. Do you think the Lego Sesame Street is worth it? Daniel, I don't own the Lego Sesame Street, unfortunately, but that was one that I missed out on. That was one that I really wished I would have bought. Bag number 17. Bag number 17. I think it's quite funny that the Lego Sesame Street was an 18 plus set, but it makes sense. So many people grew up with Sesame Street who would now want to build it in Lego form. Ah! Now we have our zombified Doctor Strange that we're building in this. Dropping pieces that we're building in this bag. Don't do that again. This one has some nice leg printing, front and back printing on the torso, on the belt. This one's a bit better, well done. So now I have quite a variety of Marvel zombie figures. We have Doctor Strange, Captain America. I think those were the only two that came out. Cool. Thoughts on Lego art sets as Swole Bricks on TikTok. Debating buying the Batman one before it retires and customizing it. The thing about the art sets is that you can build other things with them. Rebrickable, if you go on that website, gives you other instructions that other individuals, other mock builders have made in the community. So if you want to build, I don't know, an Anakin Skywalker using the Batman art set, you might be able to do that. I forget which ones. Sometimes you have to combine them depending on the set. But it's cool. You know, that's what makes the Lego art sets unique, is that it's not just that one look, that one piece that you can build. There are multiple. And it's awesome that the community has been able to really expand that with their own creativity. Seeing you build Lego really inspired me and shows that everyone has good imagination. Oh, well, thank you. Happy to inspire you guys. Thank you, Oliver. Appreciate that. Sneaky Monster. So thank you so much for the donation, my friend. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the hat and mustache as well as the cap over on TikTok. Bentley says he really likes my shirt. Thank you so much, Bentley. Actually, this is a great time to put another plug into the video. Zavi UK not only sent me this beautiful Lego set, but they also have given me clothing as well. So if you are interested in getting 10% off of Lego sets that are 4 months or older, or 20% off all clothing from the website, be sure to go over to Zavi using the link below in the YouTube description and getting those discount codes so you can save on all of your pop culture products that continue to fuel your fandom. So yeah, Zavi has some awesome, in all honesty, Zavi has some awesome apparel products. Usually the way that it works for me as an affiliate with them, a part of their ambassador program, is they'll give me a budget, and I get to pick what products I would like. So I picked out this shirt from the Doctor Strange line, and they even have Disney sets. They even have Disney shirts, Disney apparel. It's all licensed as well, I believe. So definitely be sure to check it out. And you can save money on it. Why wouldn't you? Nothing to lose. And you get to support what I do here on TikTok and YouTube. If you make any purchase. Are you friends with the B3? If you are, that would be great. No, I have seen their content, Bentley, but I've never spoken with them. At least I don't think that I have. Love your content. My brother got me the BD1 set for Christmas, says Sneaky Monster. Oh, nice. Well, thank you for the gifts, my friend. I really do appreciate it. Over on TikTok, for those on YouTube who might not know, folks can send me gift emojis that equate to coins, which then add up to dollars in the conversion. So I appreciate it, my friend. All of those go into supporting the content in some way, shape, or form, whether that be through buying more Lego, upgrading my equipment, whatever the case may be. I remember from like 2 years ago when you danced. Well, Darth Hagar, I actually ended the dance this year. So not too long ago. Well, not this year, not in 2023. That's wild. That's weird to think about as well. But in 2022, last year, I don't like saying that. It makes me feel uncomfortable. That's when the dance had ended. But still, that means you've been following me for quite a while, which I really appreciate. Thank you. Thank you for the support. Declan Whitmore, hello. Finley says, my birthday is coming up soon. What set would you recommend over on TikTok? I don't know, because it depends on how much the budget is for your birthday. And it depends on what you like. If you like Star Wars, I'm going to give you a different answer than if you like Marvel. It's hard for me to really give you an honest recommendation without having a personal tie and knowing you and what might fit in your display. What I would recommend is maybe going on lego.com, perhaps going on, I built this wrong. I have to tear apart pieces now. I would definitely recommend going on lego.com and seeing what sets would fit in your collection from a visual perspective, or maybe how much shelf space you have. Even considering all those factors, you'll be able to have a better estimation of what you should get. I liked your Series 24 review. Thank you, Bentley. Thank you for checking out my videos. That's very, very kind of you. For the folks over on TikTok who might not have checked out the YouTube yet, I do post reviews on my channel. So if you're interested in checking out my Series 24 review, some of the Avatar sets, the A-frame cabin, I'm also going to be having the Botanical line and even more Avatar sets because they sent me the whole line from the LEGO Ambassador Network. And I'm sure more in the future. Please do go over and check out my channel. It would mean the absolute world. Not that I'm taking my attention away from TikTok, but I do want to do more on YouTube because it allows me to really go into more depth about whatever it is that I'm reviewing to give you an honest perspective of whether you should buy it or not. But thank you all for the support if you have gone and subscribed already. Benji, thank you for the 2 roses over on TikTok. Appreciate it. Dutch Lego, you have this set as well? Did you enjoy building it? Do you like it? Any complaints? It's an exceptional build. It's honestly a lot of fun to put together. Sure, there's a lot of pieces and it's a long process, but it's one of those that is really enjoyable. I am one who appreciates the technique, or not the exact opposite, the brick built structures over the technique. Really, it's a lot more fun. If you start building a lot of technic Lego, it actually starts hurting your fingers after a while. You might notice. Did I? Oh no. Oh no. Did I? No. Ugh. So I've been building this. So you build the bottom first, right? And then you start placing parts on the top. This should be mirrored. So this top part should be on the bottom. And this bottom part should be on the top. So I'm gonna have to fix this somehow. I think it'd be better to reorient the bottom rather than to do the top. Oh, goodness gracious. And we were doing so well, too. Wouldn't be a typical live stream unless I built something incorrectly, though. That's what makes it fun, right? Right? I guess so. Let's try to do this. Let's try to fix this. Can't you just flip it the other way? No, because it's not symmetrical. There's parts on the other side that need to line up with what you're building on top. That's okay, though. That's what makes it fun, right? I wouldn't say it's necessarily a challenging build. I think what makes it challenging for me is the fact that I'm trying to stream at the same time. We're multitasking. When are you going to build a new avatar set? And if you're reading this comment, I'm not trying to be bossy, by the way. You're my favorite YouTuber. No worries, Bentley. Thank you so much for the support, dude. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Like I said, I don't even feel like a Lego YouTuber. I just feel like a Lego content creator. Because my following is primarily over on TikTok, right? And so it's very kind of you to even call me a Lego YouTuber, to consider me that. But the avatar sets, look, I'm a bit behind, and I recognize that. I'm a bit behind in the process of getting out all of the reviews that I need to and that I want to. So it's a slow process for me because I am a perfectionist. I end up spending way too long on things that should take a much less amount of time. There. Perfect. We fixed it. So I am behind. I was lucky enough to get sent quite a bit of sets quicker than I thought I would from the LEGO Ambassador Network. And so having all the avatar sets, a couple botanicals, the A-frame cabin, the CMF packs, all of it together, it's been difficult to try to get it all done. And I guess what I could have done is said, maybe we don't post everything on both platforms. Maybe we just save the sets that people are really going to be interested in for YouTube and do the rest on TikTok so that I'm making content at least for them. But I really want to do more on YouTube. And the only way that I'm going to grow my account is by creating more content. That's how you get better at the craft, and it's how you grow a community the more you post. So, yeah, I'm a bit behind. All good, though. All good. What's up, Brick Studio? Hope you're doing well, dude. Thanks for dropping in. I think you are a great YouTuber. One day I can see you at the top of the mountain with so many subs. Well, it's not really about the subscribers, Gary. It's just about kind of it's just I just saw a TikTok comment that's really funny. It's about the journey of growing the account, of developing the community. It's not about the free Lego. It's not about making money. It's not about the numbers in terms of subscribers or views or anything like that. It's really about just hanging out with you guys and building Lego and enjoying the process. If you fall in love with the process of whatever it is that you're striving towards, you'll be successful. Daniel Clemack asks on TikTok, hair tutorial. It's kind of messy today. I keep pushing it back. You might have noticed I have let it grow out quite a bit. My hair is very thick with 3 C's. I love my hair, but at a certain point, it starts to get quite annoying because it grows very quickly and it's very warm. So in the winter, it's not as bad because where I live, it gets quite cold. But in the summer, it gets hot. It gets hot. And I have to get it cut more often. But I haven't gotten it. I've gotten a trim, but I haven't really gotten it cut for a while. And it has a mind of its own once you start letting it go for that long. It's been a few months. But the way that I style it, if you're interested, is I have some gel. Forget exactly what it's called. I should know. You know, I've looked at it for years now, the same jar. And it's a wet gel. It's not a dry paste. It's a wet gel that I kind of slick it back with. And obviously, the longer the hair is and the more thick it is, the more gel you have to use. Hope that answers your question. Probably not as much work as you think. I see you didn't go to Atlanta with Dom and Joey, the Legoland guy. Yeah, I wasn't able to. I have a lot going on in my life right now. There's a lot that I need to get together. And I don't think that if I went down for that convention that I would have enjoyed it as much because my mind is elsewhere. I would have obviously loved to have gone, and I definitely will be enjoying Chicago. I'll be enjoying Brick World. I'll be enjoying Brick for Virginia again this year. We have plenty of conventions to have fun with. And this one would have, I don't know. It might have put me over the edge. I think I would have had a good time. It's just that it's hard for me to prioritize. It's hard for anybody too. When you have work that needs to get done versus kind of hanging out with friends and having fun. Sure, it's sort of a business trip if you put it in those terms, but I have a million reviews to do. I'm very behind. I need to get caught up. And if I took more time off, I don't think it would help me. I think it would hurt me significantly. But yeah, I'm jealous. I'm very jealous that I couldn't have gone to Atlanta BrickCon because I would love to go down for Atlanta Brick Co., which is the awesome secondhand brick shop. You won't be able to go to Chicago this year? Oh, sorry, dude. I'm sorry, man. Maybe you could find someone to pick you up from the train station. I bet you could. Lego fans and friends are nice. They are pretty kind. I feel like you could find someone to help you out in that regard. Matt, can you give me advice to be a YouTuber because I'm trying to make a channel and I'm going to have Lego content on the channel? So, if you want advice on being a YouTube content creator, I might not be the best person to ask, but I'll tell you what I know. Because I don't feel like I can give you proper advice until I've experienced what I feel to be a certain level of success. I could give you probably more advice for TikTok or other social media platforms, but with YouTube, what I've learned so far is that obviously consistency is very important. I'm going to give you the basic things that everybody kind of knows. It's important to be consistent, not only for your followers, but for you to be able to get better at the craft of making videos. That's just like experience gained over time. It's one of those things. The more you put into it, the more you can take out of it. But what I will also say is don't burn yourself out. Set realistic goals, set realistic expectations. Because the last thing you want is when you reach a goal to be exhausted and not want to continue. You don't want to wear yourself out. So do the best you can, but don't overdo it. Have fun and be yourself. Don't treat it like a job. Just, talk to your community. Engage with people who enjoy the same passions that you do. Also, in terms of the quality of equipment, the lighting, the audio is much more important than the camera. So you can film with just your phone, really, for any social media platform. Don't feel like you're being held back by the production quality. I was lucky enough to already have a camera because I love photography and videography to begin with. I've studied art and design over the years, so I have the Adobe suite. You don't need all of that. But what you do need is a good personality. And I think if you have a good personality on any social media platform with the right mindset, you can be successful. So I won't draw it out anymore, but that is my advice to you. I hope that makes sense. We're going to put the roof on. Perfect. Look at that. She's a beauty. Very cool. Show the YouTubes. You gotta show everything twice. You gotta show it to TikTok and YouTube. Now there's a big hole in the back. You will notice that. We'll get to that in the next bag. Our last bag. Our final bag. We're almost done. We're almost finished with our set. All right. Let's take this, put this over here. For those of you on TikTok who might be just tuning in, I am live over on YouTube as well if you would like to come and check it out. I have a dual camera setup and everything, but we're live on both platforms, so I'm trying to engage with everybody. All right, the piece of resistance is very tall. It's very tall. Look at that. That's a lot taller than I expected, actually. Wow. Neato. We'll show TikTok as well. 1 second. She's a beauty. We even get a little potted plant on the top, which kind of reminds you of a certain Marvel character, does it not? Does it not remind you of Groot? Oh, this is such a cool set. Well, unfortunately, this probably is not going to fit in the place where it was being stored before. But we have all these holes in it. We're going to be filling those in shortly, along with putting some trees along the front with our final bag. And then also, the roof comes off. It breaks down into sections. Dang, that is a cool set. This is my first modular building, if you want to call it that. Oh, so good. So good. Dang. All right. I need to stop admiring this and get on to our final bag. Here we go. So we're on bag number 18. If you're interested in seeing the first live build, where I had different guests that I interviewed on my YouTube channel, the stream is still up. You can still watch it. I highly recommend going and checking it out. We had some really good conversations. Who was it? Who was it that we had? We had Obi-Wan Kenobrix. We had Mandalorian. We had Epic Bricks. We had Mikey Brickman. We had Block Studios and Rob the Builder. Danny Ford Johnson. Actually, no. Rob the Builder and Block Studios were in the ATTE live stream build. I stand corrected. All right, we are on bag number 18, our final bag. Let's start it off. What are you going to do if they ban TikTok? Asks Bricks Studios. Great question. It's not something that I really enjoy thinking about, but it's a great question. Look, I'll be honest. I don't think that they will ban TikTok. Sure, in the US, they're having a big debate over it. But ultimately, it's government employees that are going to be barred from using it, primarily. Government officials and employees. I don't think that it will really affect my content. I really don't. I don't see TikTok actually being banned. I think that it's too powerful of an entity to be forced off the US market. I think that a lot of the concerns that there is with TikTok in terms of privacy, I have privacy concerns with all social media platforms. So we'll see. We'll see what the future holds. Can you make custom minifigures on your channel? I am not the biggest fan of customs. I'm much more of a Lego purist. Someone in the style of like mini superheroes today, maybe I could do that in the future, something similar, where he does purist customs. He'll take other figures from his collection or other parts that Lego has made officially, and then remake the figure in a different style. So I would highly recommend checking out his content if that's the style that you're looking for. But I'm more focused on set reviews and more lifestyle videos, I guess you could say. More of that. So in the future, I could see myself doing more vlog-oriented content, potentially. We'll have to see. We'll have to see once I get caught up, because I am quite behind. Trying to find the Newspaper Boy and Knight from the minifigure series 24 blind bags. Do I have any tips on finding any certain ones as underrated Roblox? So I actually made a minifigure series 24 field guide on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels. If you're interested in my opinion of which parts are best to feel for, I would check those videos out, or that video, because I only made one video, but on separate platforms of it. The Newspaper Boy, I would recommend, that's one of the hardest ones in my opinion. I would recommend looking for the cap, his hat, or the slingshot, but be careful because you might mix up the koala branch piece, the twig that the koala holds onto, with the conservationist for the slingshot. That's the only thing that I would caution against. We have one of the little portals, and these can all be switched out. So there's various holes throughout the set in the building. Oh, goodness gracious. This is hard to turn. Okay. So this can actually go here on the side, here on the top, right here. It's hard to see. Down here. The instructions say to put it down here, so this is where I'm going to leave it. That fits in quite nicely. Perfect. Thanks, gonna look now. Of course. Of course. The knight, the archer, I would recommend. That's actually an easy one. The archer is quite easy to find, or the falconer, rather, is the official name, because it has a very large animal piece with big wings. Or the bow you might feel. But immediately, I can pick out that large falcon. A lot of people thought that it was the same mold as the seagull, but no, it's completely different. It was fun seeing you last year at Chicago. I had a blast, and I know you did. Yeah, Chicago was a lot of fun. Chicago was a lot of fun. S4V3R, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Does Lego Deadpool exist? Yes. They even have a Deadpool duck. The Deadpool duck, though, is a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. But yeah, they have Deadpool figures in Lego. I think in 2013 or 2014, with the helicopter, there was Wolverine with Deadpool. Forget which other sets he was in. But yes. Which is quite funny, though. Because Deadpool is not kid-friendly, to say the least. Sorry, I'm reading comments, trying to see what you guys are all saying. For the astronaut figure, I found it easier finding the mini astronaut other than the backpack. That's fair. I would say, take what I say with a grain of salt too, because I recommended looking for the air tanks in my video, but I'm not saying that those are the only parts to look for. I think they're the best. For me, in my opinion. The reason that I say the air tanks is because I think the Space Baby is quite hard to discern among other pieces. It just feels like a blocky shape. It's hard to feel all the details of it with the hands and all of that. But the air tanks are pretty reliable because there aren't any other parts that really feel like that. I'm starting to get hungry. It's that time of day. It's about dinner time. I did eat quite a large meal before this. I had figured that I would be alive for a bit of time. It's almost 6 o'clock now, which we're actually doing pretty great on time, in my opinion. I'm happy with it. So this goes sideways. Sweet. Now, there is supposed to be a Captain America poster on this from the Hawkeye series. But unfortunately, I'm not the biggest fan of stickers. So I don't really want to place it on quite yet. I haven't decided yet how many stickers or which stickers I'm going to place on this. But I think some like that might be deserved. But how much better would it have been if they printed that? Oh my goodness. The Jazz Club, right? The new Jazz Club modular. No stickers. All printed parts. If they would have done that for this set, oh, it would have been awesome. Because there are some stickers in the set that are required, that are needed in order to understand all the features and how they work. The different portals in the middle that slide to different places, they're all stickers. I hate Marvel superheroes. I'm leaving. Lego Ninjago. I think you like Ninjago more probably, huh? Well, I'm not the biggest fan of Ninjago, but look, to each their own. I don't think I don't expect folks to stay for the set itself. But really, like, the best part of streams like this is just hanging out and chatting about Lego. It's not just about the set, right? But thanks for dropping by. Aha! Found the part I was looking for. You're getting the ATTE tomorrow? Space Jesus 321 says. Nice. Is that your second one? Didn't you say you already had one? Or are you getting this for the first time and you were thinking about getting two? Was it you who said that? Or was that somebody else? I have a Lego Spider-Man set from 2004, says S4V3R over on TikTok. Which one would that be? Which one is it? You're getting two ATTEs? Oh my goodness. Jeez Louise. Also, for the folks over on TikTok, keep in mind that I am live over on YouTube as well. It would be great if you would come over and check out that stream. It's a bit higher quality. I have two cameras set up, and there's a much better look at the beautiful set we're building here. If you want to watch the replay as well, it'll be posted on YouTube after. If you need to leave, duck out, come back, whatever. All good. Did I drop that piece that I'm looking for? Oh no. Maybe it's still in the bag, because I'm not seeing it here. Oh, there it is. My eyes deceive me. Hey, Matt, love from the UK. Thanks, James. Appreciate it. I really want the AT-AP and the AT-TE. Nice. Yeah, those clone sets they're special for us Clone Wars fans or Episode 3 fans. Which AT-AP are you looking at? The last one? I have the one from, I think it was like 2014 when they first released Commander Gree with the updated clone armor. Thank you, everyone on TikTok, for all the likes. I really appreciate it. If you're on YouTube, be sure to give this stream a like as well. If you're not subscribed, it would mean a lot. If you're looking for more LEGO reviews, more LEGO live streams like this, YouTube shorts, whatever the case may be, to subscribe here as well. Feel free to ask any questions that you have whatsoever. Thoughts on the Star Wars helmets? Asks the Ghost Meme from TikTok. Thoughts on the Star Wars helmets? I have a lot of them. A lot of thoughts, not a lot of helmets. The ones that I own are Darth Vader, which I haven't built. The TIE Fighter helmet, which I haven't built. I'm lucky to have that set, though. I'm very excited to eventually build that, and that is the collection. I got a great deal on it, Facebook Marketplace. Got it for $30, sealed, after it was retired. And then also, I did build the Boba Fett helmet, which I really liked. And honestly, the problem with the helmet sets is that they're so addictive. I mean, they're like potato chips. Once you buy one, you want to get more. They're one of those things that you really can collect. Now, they're coming out with the Commander Cody and Captain Rex helmet sets, releasing very soon, I believe on March 1st, which will be here in no time, right? So I'm looking forward to getting my hands on those potentially. Certainly the Commander Cody. Not sure yet about the Captain Rex. Boosh also looks quite good. I'm excited for that one, but I don't know if I'll be picking it up or not. Do you guys know what ferme la bouche means in French? Bouche. Ferme la bouche means shut your mouth. What is your opinion on custom Lego? Not much of a fan of custom Lego, in all honesty. I would much rather get the official product. Now, if Lego isn't going to make or hasn't made something that you really want, then it makes more sense. But for me, I stick to what they make, and I try to be hopeful that if there's something that they haven't made that I would really like that is made as custom, then one day, hopefully I can get my hands on it if they decide to produce it. It depends on what you mean by custom Lego. Look at that. If you mean like custom sets with official Lego versus like basically a mock versus custom Lego figures or knockoff Lego, like all that's very different. I have different opinions on all of it. Very cool. So we have all the different portals attached, which can be swapped out. So we have what should be a Captain America poster up here that I didn't put the sticker on. We have a portal down here leading to the Darkhold, and we have Gargantos coming out the side. And these can all be swapped. You know, I have Gargantos at the top, this other portal over here, whatever the case may be, which is cool that you can customize it. Now turning this around, we're going to start adding the trees onto the front, which will actually complete the set. There are some stands to place the minifigures around the building as well, which is cool. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Folks asking about leaks. Unfortunately, I can't talk about leaks. I wish I could, but because I am very lucky to be a part of the Lego Ambassador Network, one of the guidelines is not being able to talk about leaks. So I can't give my opinions on anything that hasn't yet been officially released or revealed by Lego. I'm sorry. I wish I could. I really wish I could, believe me, but I can't. It's quite exciting when something gets leaked for us, but for the set designer, for the people who are running things behind the scenes over at Lego, it's a disaster. What's up, Jack Attack? Thank you so much for stopping by over on YouTube. Really appreciate it. Matt, make a mini Sanctum you're building right now. It would be really cool. Oh, that would be cool to make a smaller version of it. Has Lego made? I don't think so. I don't think they have made a miniaturized or a nanoscale Sanctum. That would be really cool. That'd be a nice mock. Good idea. I can't do it right now just because we're finishing this up, and this stream is kind of dedicated towards finishing this set. But maybe in the future, that's something that I could share on TikTok or on other platforms. Cool, though. Cool idea. Thank you for that. I have the other Sanctum, the smaller one. Nice, Polar Boy. That Spider-Man. Where is he? Oh, he's on the top. He used to be back here. I could grab it. But there's that Spider-Man from the original Lego Sanctum, which is worth quite a bit now. You're lucky to have it. Very nice. Very nice. That was one of the better Marvel sets. Are you upset that they've remade it? Being that you had that set? The real Agent Matt? No way. What's up, Ollie? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by on the TikTok live stream. Thank you, everybody on the TikTok live stream as well for the likes, as well on YouTube. I appreciate you all. Nah, I rather the slightly smaller. Oh, really? Why is that? Because you own it, or because you actually like the set more? I'm curious. I'm very curious. Because I didn't have that set. I didn't have the privilege of buying that set when it came out. So I'm interested to see your thoughts. I really do like this set, though. I will say this is a cool one. Thank you, all-time Yashin or Yashin. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. I really apologize. Over on TikTok for all of the 15 donations. I really appreciate it. All-time Yashin, All-time Yashin? Yasin? I know I stink. I know I'm terrible at pronunciations. I know I suck. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's pronounced Yashin. Okay. Yashin. Yashin. Yashin? Or Yashin? But thank you for all the donations. I really appreciate it. Yashin. 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 Okay, we're saying it that way. We're sticking to it. If I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry. But thank you. Thank you. For those of you who don't know, all the donations go back into creating more content in some way, shape, or form, whether that be through buying more Lego, upgrading our equipment, paying for software to edit, all of the like. Thank you. Thank you. We're almost done here, folks. I'm attaching some stands to the side for our figures to battle on. And there are a variety of different ways, different custom display styles that you can have with this. I keep hitting that light post. There we go. We do have some extra parts as well. Super cool. Whoa. We finally finished it. And she is a beauty. So this is the last instruction manual. This is the back. It's the third portal. I keep knocking things off. That's the finished set. Dang, man. Oh, we did it. We finished it. For those of you on TikTok, I'm going to turn it around as well. I know it's a little harder to see because it is a large set and my phone is not at the proper angle. But if you want a full look at it, you want to see the rest of the stream, but in better quality, come over to YouTube to check it out. My YouTube channel is the exact same name as my TikTok username, and vice versa. If you're on YouTube and you want to come to TikTok, see what's going on there, feel more than welcome to. Oh, such a cool set. Such a cool set. The stands coming off the side are for the figures. So if you, let's see how the instructions lay it out for us. So they have Spider-Man right here, Iron Man, flying over here. I had the dropsies today, folks. I had the dropsies. Honestly, gonna get a lot of hate for this, but Star Wars is better than Marvel. Oh no, Ollie. I don't disagree with you. Although I think certain Marvel movies, certain Marvel films are better than certain Star Wars films. Some are better than others. So they have the Zombie Strange on the side, which, I'm not going to keep it this way. I'm probably going to turn it around. I'm just doing what the instructions show because, I don't know. I think it's interesting to see what they say to do. Obviously, there's so much customability with how you display your figures on this set. There are a variety of figures, and you can do different scenes, both from Infinity War and Multiverse of Madness. They're really focused on this alleyway. They actually put Ebony Maw at the top up here. Interesting. I really don't like that at all. Like, I want my figures in the front, but this is the way the instructions say to put them. Overall, what do I think of this set? Here are my thoughts. Here's kind of like a review, because I'm not going to be able to do a review for this. not in the same regard that I normally would. I think it is really cool that they have the portals, different portals on the back though, for the ones that can be swapped out in the middle of the build that are all stickers that I didn't put on. Also, before I give my thoughts, that is one problem here that I'm noticing. There are a lot of different things that like to pop off. A lot of things protruding from the side. Here are all the stickers. Here are all, how many? 16 on one, 45 stickers. 45 stickers. Holy smokes. Look at that. 45 stickers. Crazy. Crazy. Absurd, actually. I'll show TikTok. Mustang Central, thank you for the 42 roses over on TikTok. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. We have like 41 people on TikTok. If you could all come over to YouTube, how incredible would that be? How incredible would that be if you all came over to TikTok or YouTube? Everybody on TikTok, come to my YouTube live stream. We're having a lot of fun over here. There's a much better view of the set. There's a dual camera live setup. But here are my thoughts, if you want them. Here are my thoughts. I think that it's amazing how much detail they've integrated into the set. The fact that they've made it a modular building also gives a lot of value for LEGO City fans. So much playability in the fact that you can take each floor apart and track between them all. The only problem that I have, though, I just noticed this. I did just notice this. This is odd. This is a bit odd. So I love the fact that on the first two floors, you can take your minifigure through the front door and up the stairs and to the second floor. Like, it's almost like a dollhouse in that sense. Whereas the third floor doesn't have that. It just has a hole in the floor. There's no stairs leading up to the third floor. It's just there's a hole in the floor. And I guess you could like fly Doctor Strange up to it. But I think that this set would have benefited from being a little larger. And sure, it would have taken a lot more pieces to accomplish that. But if you look around the back, there's a lot of space back here. There's a lot of space back here. I wish this protruded back. I wish the stairs... I wish the stairs were pushed back because it gets a little cramped in the front. It's hard to see from this angle. But when you open up the door, the stairs are right there. Let me see if I can hold it up to the camera. So I wish there was more space for that. Now, I love the fact that the Darkhold is back here. You could switch out these different panels. There's a lot of different printed parts in the set, although there are so many stickers. There's this cool, I can't pick it up fully, I don't think. I think it's attached partially to the set. But there's like a clock. Stuff like that is nice to see. There is a lot of detail. A lot of knickknacks placed around the building. Honestly, I wish there were more, though. Although there are a lot of specialized pieces, there's bookcases. I know it's very hard to see, but I wish there was more of that. The Spider-Man Sanctum basement set from No Way Home had, I think, just as much detail, just as many of those elements as this. But it was more condensed, obviously. Now, would I recommend getting this? If you're a Marvel fan, for sure. If you have the money and you're a Marvel fan, yes, 100%. This is a beautiful looking model. If you can hear my stomach growling, I apologize. I am getting a little hungry. But this is a magnificent set. A lot of stickers, but a fun build. Some great minifigures, some exclusive, some not. But I wouldn't get this set for the figures. Not the figures alone. Jedi Master Charles, thank you so much for all the donations on TikTok. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's very, very kind of you. Very, very kind of you. So if you're on TikTok, do know that I am also live on YouTube. We have 10 folks over here. What's up, guys? Lego Lockin, hello. You did make it. You made it at the end. We are kind of wrapping up here. It's not over yet, but we're starting to wrap up. So feel free on the to watch. Can't speak. Feel free to watch on the replay if you would like to. I am going to Brickworld Chicago this year. I'm very excited. I hope to see you there again. I know we got to meet last year, which is very cool. Sayuta says he is so cool. Well, I'm glad you're so cool, Sayutas. Brian from TikTok. Well, thank you, Brian, for coming over. I appreciate it. Thank you. Bebop Beats, hello. More donations incoming on TikTok. Well, thank you, the Cop Gamer. I know I'm not monetized yet on YouTube, so I can't have donations here yet on the YouTube. But in due time, I will be able to get super chats. Holy smokes, Jedi Master Charles, thank you for all the ice. Well, thank you for 100 roses. Mustang is sending 40 ice creams. Thank you so much, Mustang Central. Appreciate that very, very much. Wow. I might stay live on TikTok for a bit. People are being so generous over there. We get some nice minifigures. Mordo, Sinister Strange, Zombie Strange, regular Doctor Strange, which I believe is the same as in other sets that we've got. A new Wong, a new Scarlet Witch, which is not as good, I would say, as the one from the CMF series. We do get a new Ebony Maw. So many good figures, but like I said, I wouldn't get it for the figures. I'd get it for this beautiful, beautiful modular building. And since people had asked, I'm going to stand up and reach back here. Here we go. We're going to take Wong off the top. There we go. Not going to see it as well on TikTok, but on YouTube you can. We have Gargantos on the top. Oh, that's perfect. Perfect. So cool. So cool. All the figures do like to fall off. Can I hold this? I don't want to drop it. I don't want to drop it. So cool. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments if this is a set that you would want to get or if you own it. I really like it. I would highly recommend it. It is a little pricey, but this beside the Daily Bugle, if you have that set as well, would be perfect. Alrighty. Thank you, Mustang Central, for 5 more ice cream cones donations on TikTok. Congrats on the Matt Dance going viral, by the way. Thank you, Cytus. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Oh, you are Mustang Central over on TikTok. Thank you for catching the live, Cop Gamer. Appreciate it. Not too big of a Marvel fan, but I like the building. Yeah, it's a great modular. Not really my kind of set, says Cytus, but it's pretty cool. Yeah. I would normally not get this type of set, so it did catch my eye when it released. I'm much more of a Star Wars fan. I'm a big Marvel fan, but this is not something that I normally build. Whereas, like, a lot of the Marvel sets are vehicles or ships. Same as Star Wars. I like this building, though. Like, I like the construction process. It's mainly brick built. I do wish it was thicker around the back. It's a little skinny for my taste. Feels a little less complete, but it does have a... Oh, my stomach is growling like crazy. I don't know if you could hear that or not. Does have some pinholes to connect to other modulars. This is a nice little alleyway, and it works as a corner. But thank you guys for hanging out as long as you did. I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream. So I appreciate you all for being here, both on YouTube and TikTok. If you want to watch the replay, feel free to. If you've stuck with me all this time as I've put this together, you're awesome. I just want you to know that. You're awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out. And until next time, I'll see you real soon. Take care, my friends. Bye-bye.